In this lesson, we are going to learn about conversion of units from imperial system of measurements to international system of measurements and vice versa. However, our discussion will be limited to units of length only. It's hard to memorize the full conversion table for units of length, but if we can memorize these three conversions, we'll be able to solve most of the questions. The first question that is given to us is a football ground is approximately 200 meters long. What is this measurement in the nearest feet? So the given length is equal to 200 meters. Because we need this length in feet, therefore we are going to keep the number, but we will convert the unit. So 200 will stay as such. Instead of writing meter, we will write its equivalent in terms of feet. That is 3 whole 1 by 4 feet. So this is equivalent of a meter. And now what we are going to do is we have 3 whole 1 by 4 as a mixed fraction, which is harder to multiply with 200. Therefore, we will convert this into improper fraction. So converting this into improper fraction, we first multiply 4 with 3 and then add 1 to the sum and write 200 times 13 over 4 feet. And now the numerator 13 will multiply with 200 and then divided by 4, or otherwise we can divide 200 by 4. This will give us 50 times 13 feet, and 13 times 50 is equal to 650 feet. So this is how much it would be long in terms of feet. The next question that we have is Tom drove a distance of 98 kilometers from town A to B, and then he drove from town B to C, a distance of 150 miles. Find the total distance he drove from town A to C, both in kilometers and in miles. So our answer would be in one time in miles, one time in kilometers. So let us do first when our answer would be in kilometers. So in kilometers, this time we are going to convert miles into kilometers. So distance from town A to B. Distance from town A to B. That is equal to how much? That is 98 kilometers. 98 kilometers. We don't need to convert it because it's already in kilometers. So we will be converting the other distance which is given in miles. Distance from B to C. That is equal to 150 miles, and we will need to convert miles into kilometers. Now this is equal to 150 is the number that will stay as such, but from the conversion table we know that 1 kilometer, since 1 kilometer is equal to 6 by 10 of mile, therefore 1 mile must be equal to 10 by 6 of kilometer. So this is a trick that we need to remember. So let's replace mile by its equivalent value in kilometers. So this will be 10 by 6 kilometers. And now 150 times 10 would be 1500 over 6 kilometers, and this is equal to 250 kilometers. This is equal to 250 kilometers. So the total distance is equal to 98, that was from town A to B, and plus 250 kilometer distance, that was from town B to C. Therefore the sum would be equal to 348 kilometers. 348 kilometers. So this is when you wanted your answer in kilometers. However, if you want to convert the kilometers into miles, then that would be part 2. Answer in miles. So this time, distance from town A to B, distance from town A to B, which is equal to 98 kilometers, that we will need to convert because we need our answer in miles. But on the other hand, this distance from B to C is equal to 150 miles. We have nothing to do because that distance is already in miles. So while calculating this 90 kilometer in miles, we will be replacing the value of kilometer. 98 times the equivalent of kilometer in miles is 6 by 10 of mile. And now 98 times 6 by 10 would be 58.8. 58.8 miles. And if you add up both distances, total distance is equal to 58.8 miles plus 150 miles. This will give us the total distance of 208.8 miles. 208.8 miles. So we have used both kilometer conversion as well as miles conversion. So if you do a couple of more questions, that will help you to understand it further.